Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today we're back for another top MLM fails video. Let me know down below what you think about like a little Christmas tree over here on this table. I feel like that would absolutely complete this look, this background. I actually got rid of all of our Christmas decorations. I had a big plastic box full of Christmas decor, but since we moved like 3 times this year, I was kind of just like, we need to declutter and we need to get rid of everything. And now I'm ready to start hoarding again. Even though I said I will not hoard ever again, because we will likely move maybe even next year. But yeah, I mean, a little Christmas tree, come on, that's not hoarding, is it? Anyway, before we get into the video, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you would like to support my channel in a nice free way. And as always, big shout out to all my channel members. Thank you so much for being here, and let's just get into this. We're gonna start with a Seint Hun who's going to explain to us if Seint is an MLM or not. So let's take a watch.
Okay, this is going to be the most transparent video you've ever seen about this viral makeup by Seint Beauty. Let's dive right into it. Is Seint a direct marketing company or an MLM? And the answer is yes, but it is different. And I'm going to tell you why. Did you know that you can order this makeup and shop from Seint without having to use a consultant or a Seint Beauty artist? Yes, you can. Do Seint artists have to recruit in order to make money, a la a pyramid scheme? Yes and no. So we do have a generous compensation program, and you don't have to build a team to make money. You can build a team and you can make a little bit more money that way, but it's not a requirement to recruit. Seint consultants are not required to...
Okay, it's not a requirement to recruit. However, why do we always see the people at the top of these companies having giant teams underneath them? It's because most money comes from recruitment. And that's exactly what makes something a pyramid scheme. It doesn't matter if you can recruit or no, or if you can just sell the products. There is a product-based pyramid scheme. That's a thing. It's all about where the money comes from, where the majority of money comes from. Also, I'm gonna link the FTC articles down below where they compare pyramid schemes, MLMs, all that good stuff, as well as a Seint Beauty income disclosure statement, which is gonna show that, first of all, most of the people that join Seint don't make any profit. Second of all, the very little people at the top that may be making some profit, there's only like less than 1% of them, I think. I haven't looked at Seint's income disclosure statement in a while, but it's going to be linked down below if you want to take a look at what your chances are of earning money. And the truth is, if you're just selling the products, you have very low chances of making. Even if you're trying to recruit, you still have like 99% of chances of never making any money. And not just Seint, all MLMs out there.
Hold inventory or really spend money on anything. The only fee is your back office fee that you pay monthly, and it's not that big. So I feel like it's not predatory in a monetary way. I would honestly equate Seint to being very similar to any other affiliate program that so many different brands have nowadays. I mean, you talk about the product, you sell the product, you make a commission. It's very simple. It seems like everyone these days...
Okay, no. Affiliate marketing is very different from MLM, network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct selling, social selling, whatever the hell you want to call it. Social retail, as Mateja reps would say. That's not the same thing. It is not the same thing. Because you're not just sharing the products that you use and getting commissions when someone uses your link or your code. There's a lot more that goes into MLMs that doesn't go into affiliate marketing. For example, in affiliate marketing, you can't recruit other people into the same brand that you work for as an affiliate. That would be weird, right? You only get commission on what you sell. In affiliate marketing, you also don't have to attend these ridiculous calls, training calls, where people teach you how to recruit or how to be an affiliate. In affiliate marketing also, you don't really have to buy the product. I mean, in my opinion, it's good to have at least a few products. It's good to market something that you actually use or wear. But technically, you don't have to do that to be an affiliate. You can just put your link on your site and just advertise it here and there, while when you're joining an MLM, you actually have to buy a starter kit. It is not the same thing. And I hate that MLMers have used up so many terms to get away, in my opinion, to get away from the words MLM and network marketing. It's been direct selling, social retail, and now they're turning it to affiliate marketing and trying to equalize it, trying to make it seem like it's the same thing, that MLMs are affiliate marketing, when in reality, they are not. And it's very deceitful to call it an affiliate marketing because because it's not.
Days is getting paid to talk about products that they enjoy and that they're recommending to their friends and family. And to me, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I was doing that before. I was getting paid for it. I still recommend a lot of products that I don't get paid to recommend. I'm just talking about things that I like. And if people want to buy it and I get a little bit of a commission, then that's just gravy. So I feel like I do get a little bit defensive sometimes when people knock Seint for being an MLM and talk about how evil they are and all that stuff, because I just don't think all companies are equal in that respect. I think there are some MLMs out there that are predatory and, you know, their practices are just probably not the best, but like I've never had any of those problems with Seint. For many of you, buying anything from a direct marketing style company is just off limits and a big no-no, and you just really are against it, and that's fine. You don't need to. I think the point is this. If you've seen this makeup out on social media or around the internet or on TikTok somewhere and you've thought, hey, I want to try that, but you've heard it might be an MLM, maybe this makes you feel a little bit reassured and that you feel like maybe you could try it. And also, you know, if you don't want to order from an affiliate, you could just order straight from the company and try this product because this makeup really is amazing. Sometimes it just makes me sad to know that some people are missing out on something great because of some preconceived notions they might have about it. If you want to try it and you need some help, head to the link in my bio.
Sometimes it makes me sad to see people lose out money on MLMs because they were lured into under false pretenses and promises that they can make some profit through it and some extra income that they so desperately need. But hey, it is what it is. Let's give her credit. At least she admitted that some MLMs are predatory, but of course her MLM is different. Said every MLM rep out there. Also, I feel like it's very risky to come out and make these kind of claims that, oh, Seint is not the same, people are different in Seint, when literally about 2 months ago I had a video where one Seint Hun was using her mom's death as a means to recruit people. In my opinion, it was calculated story where she was talking about Seint to mention that she did her mom's makeup when she passed away using Seint makeup, and then she started crying. Even I started crying listening to that because it's heart-wrenching. To me, there was no need to share something like that in a Seint related video, and that is predatory in my opinion. So you can speak for yourself, but you shouldn't speak for your whole company because there's a lot of reps out there and Seint as a whole is very dodgy. But anyways, I'm going to enjoy the fact that she admitted that some MLMs are predatory. Also, she said Seint is viral makeup. Where is that coming from? She said a lot of things, but she didn't really provide any evidence or data or statistics. Where is Seint viral? I have never ever seen anyone talk about Seint who is not a Seint distributor. So that's interesting. Been thinking about you. Alright, let's watch the next one. This is a short one.
4 myths about network marketing that aren't true. In order to be successful, you have to be at the top. Not true, network marketing is not a pyramid scheme. A huge social media following is required. Not true, I started off with 400 followers. You have to be really confident and know how to sell online. Again, not true. I had no experience coming into this and learned everything on the job. You're going to need a ton of time. Not true, just dedicate 1 hour a day.
I mean, isn't success defined by the fact that you're on top? I didn't understand that very first one. Also, if you take a look at any income disclosure statement from any MLMs, I'm not sure which MLM this lady belongs to, you will see that only those people in top 1% or less earn income from the MLM, and everyone who's below them doesn't make any profit. So if you're below top 1%, you're not successful. That's in your income disclosure statement. So it doesn't really make any sense. This is, in my opinion, deceitful because they tend to say, oh, you only have to do 1 hour per day or whatever, and then if you actually join and you do only 1 hour per day, you're not going to make any profit. Even if you put in more hours than 1 hour per day, you're still not going to make any profit. Let's be honest about that one. But if you're doing only 1 hour per day, you're probably most likely going to have an upline above you saying, well, you're only working an hour per day. What do you expect? You can't make an income if you only work an hour per day, you know? Let's read this post before we get into 2 longer videos. videos. This one says, Alexa, set a timer for the amount of time and fucks I am allowed to give about those people who think my business is a pyramid scheme. Lovely. Network marketers, listen up. If you want to slay your biz and make bank, confidence and posture are non-negotiable. Think about it. Would you buy from someone who's slouching, looking down and mumbling their words? No thank you. We want someone who radiates energy and belief in their products and their ability to help us. So stand up straight, shoulders back, head high, and speak with conviction. Believe in yourself and your offerings, and others will believe too. Let's face it, if you're not confident in yourself and your biz, why should anyone else be? So hold your head up, show your stuff, and let the world know you're a boss up. You're a boss up? If you want my help to posture up with prospecting, go to the link in my bio and learn more about the Lead Slayer Domination Challenge. Hashtag confidence is key. Hashtag posture matters. My interpretation of this post is just you have to fake it until you make it. Because like when you start, you don't know what you're doing, you're not successful. You have to fake it and be confident, fake confident in order to sell. But maybe that's just how I interpret it anyway. Next one's a Monat ton, and it's about 6 minutes long, and the title of the video is When I Gave Up My Small Business Because Shampoo Was Paying Me 7 times my previous corporate salary. Just by that, you know this is gonna be a good one. Heads up, I already watched this and she's a little bit condescending, so buckle up for that.
I have so much to do, and this was not one of the things on my list, but I am feeling compelled and I'm feeling called to just jump on and talk about this because I talk to people all day long that want to do what I do, and I get every excuse in the book. And I think that behind every single one of those excuses is something else, okay? The excuses I get all the time are, I don't have time. Listen, I didn't have time. I owned my own business 24/7. You have the time. If you're watching this video, you have the time, okay? You fit it in the nooks and crannies of your life. You're sharing something with your friends and your family. We do power hours. You can have one event. You can have time. Trust me, you have the time, okay? I always get...
That's not an excuse. That's a legitimate reason as to why people don't want to or can't join something. Also, a lot of the times, it's gonna be an excuse, but it's probably an excuse not because they're afraid or something. It's probably an excuse because they know it's a business that resembles a product-based pyramid scheme, and maybe they just don't want to join you. Like, why is that so hard to believe?
I can't afford it. I couldn't afford it either, you guys. I shouldn't have been spending $300 on shampoo. I put it on a credit card and I'm like, I will pay it off slowly. I paid it off in 2 weeks. Look at...
This always makes me pissed because she's indirectly saying that it's okay to spend money on something that you can't afford. This doesn't happen. People don't make money back when they join an MLM. Monat is fucking expensive. Like, why would you even want to give so much money for a shampoo? But also, it's not a business model that pays the workers. It's not a business model where everyone gets regular paychecks. It's a business model that is set up in a way so that most people have to fail so that the little percentage at the top of distributors earn good money. They earn money because everyone below them is failing. That's the business model. This is just ridiculous. Do not listen to a random lady on the internet telling you it's okay to put shampoo on your credit card because you're gonna make money back. Like, no, she can't promise you that. And if it did happen for her, it doesn't happen for the majority of the people who join Monat or any other MLM.
Look at what you spend your money on. If you really want to change in your life, you will figure out how to get $200, $240 to start a business that is not just putting out money, it is opening up the opportunity to get an extra 5 paychecks a month. If you really can't afford it, then you really need to do this business, okay? What else do I get? I don't have a social media following. Okay, I started this business. I had 300 followers on a private account. It doesn't matter. Those 300 followers were still my followers. They were still my friends. They were still my family. They still saw what I was doing. I know people, even if you have no social media, you know people. How many people do you know wash their hair? Just think about that for a second. All of them, okay? I'm not a salesperson. Me neither. I was a buyer for almost 15 years.
Okay, like if you have 300 followers on a private account, what happens when you go through your warm market, I still like to call it? What happens when you sell a shampoo to all of them and when you recruit all of them? Well, yeah, I guess they're gonna start recruiting other people, and that's how you grow, that's how you benefit. Yes, you need followers and you need to be out there, you need to be reaching more people on social media so that you get new people to join your team and new people to sell to them. You have to have an account that is growing, or you have to join early, which I suspect that this lady joined when Monat expanded. That's what it sounds like to me.
I didn't sell things, I bought things, okay? But what I found was that I didn't have to sell, I was just sharing. Yes, essentially you are selling a product, but the way that you do that is you share it. You share it. Like, you guys, I literally haven't washed my hair in 3 days. I just took it out of a ponytail because I'm like, let me hop on live really quick. I mean, I washed it in Cancun. This is what you do. You show people like, oh my God, my hair has never been healthier. This is what I'm using. And if people want to buy it, cool. If they don't, cool. You don't have to be a salesperson. But what I think is behind every single one of those excuses of why people do not end up doing this business, I don't think it really has to do with any of that stuff. I think it has to do with the fear of failing and not knowing if you can actually do this. But what I'm here to tell you is a few different things, okay? And I get that. I'm not going to take that away from you. You're embarking on something that you've never done. So of course it's going to be scary. You're going to be scared of...
Imagine like people who talk to this lady, and if they actually can't afford to spend $240 on hair shampoo, and she goes back to them like, why are you afraid of this? This is a life-changing opportunity. The poor people are like, seriously, like, I can't afford it. It's so condescending. I don't like it. I don't like her tone at all.
Something you've never done before. You don't know what it is, okay? But the biggest thing to know is, number one, there's no risk to this business. Zero. Because you buy a box of products at a major discount. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you get them in and you don't like the products, you can send it back.
Did she just say that $240 is the starter kit that's already discounted? That's ridiculous. Have you ever gone into a drugstore? There's loads of cheap, good quality hair shampoos over there. And you can do something else on the side that's actually going to make you profit, because Monat sure as hell won't.
No refund, no strings attached, nothing happens, okay? If you don't sell anything, nothing happens, you guys. We have 0 requirements. There are no monthly fees. There's no purchase requirements. You don't ever have to buy anything again. There's no quotas that you have to hit, and you don't have to carry inventory. There's a one-time yearly fee of $50, and after a whole year, if you're not using the products and you're not selling a thing, all you do is you choose not to pay that and you don't renew. It's really not that difficult, okay? So there's no risk. But what I will also tell you is that it's shampoo. Everybody washes their hair. If you're afraid to fail, I have news for you. You are already failing by not giving yourself a shot. When I joined this business, I was like, I'm just going to try the products. I'm not that girl. I can't do that. All I did was share what I was using because I was so blown away. I'm like, oh my God. And I started selling shampoo. I started to build a business. It's not rocket science. You're not starting a business like my sister and I did. You're not putting $30,000 into a business in the hopes that it's going to be amazing and then losing all of it and literally have nothing to show for it, okay? The most that you will spend to start this business is, I think now it's like $650, $600. If I could have started a business for $600, I literally would have jumped at the chance. One that comes with a free web.
What are you talking about? There's so many things that you can do, so many different businesses that you can start that are not going to cost you that much money. I started my own business on the side alongside with my full-time job with creating a YouTube account, which led me to figuring out that I actually enjoy video editing. And then I met Julie, I met DC, I met all the other amazing creators. And then I started editing videos for Julie and for DC. And now I'm looking to expand. I invested into a little bit of equipment. It didn't cost that much money at all. Starting an Etsy business or something, if you're talented for crochet, like Karina's Creations or Moonleaf Crafts, there's so much stuff that you can do without having to have like an actual brick and mortar business, which could cost you more. But obviously, like, maybe if she actually tried to have a small business with her sister, it didn't work out, sadly. And here we are. It's always sad from like people who actually start a small business and have that like entrepreneurial or whatever spirit in them, and then they end up being MLM scammers, in my opinion.
Site that you don't have to build yourself. It comes with shipping and receiving. It comes with customer service. It comes with everything. You don't have to do anything. Okay? So I think what holds people back is the fact that they don't think that they can do it, but you can. I didn't know if I could do it, and I just gave myself a shot. The product is there. It's the #1 premium hair care brand in the entire world. It's shampoo. Everybody washes their hair. You're not asking anybody to change anything in their daily life, something they're already doing. You are literally just saying, switch this out for something better and tell me if you like it. The company has produced over almost $90 million earners in 8 years. There are companies out there that have been around for 100 years and they have produced 50 millionaires. The comp plan is legit.
Comp plan is legit. That's why your income disclosure statement is so shit. So sorry, I keep interrupting her, but she's hitting all the most annoying points for an anti-MLMer. If your comp plan was that good, 94% of people, I think, in Monat are not making any profit. If your comp plan was that good, your income disclosure statement would show that it's good, which your current income disclosure statement does not reflect a good comp plan. The fact that how many millionaires did they produce? They have hundreds of thousands of distributors currently throughout the 8 years that Monat's been around. Only 90 of them. That's not a good statistic.
Tell you that the comp plan is legit and it's fair and it's generous because I am sitting here in my home on a Tuesday afternoon before I have to go pick up my child from school, and I get to do this as my job. That the income that I have built over the last 5 years can cover our entire family and everything in it. Okay? Can I sit here and promise you that you're going to join this business and become extremely successful? No. And I will never do that. But can I promise you that you can join this business and you will be given all of the tools to succeed? And can I promise you that everybody has the same opportunity to? Yes, I can. Okay?
Yeah, everyone has the same opportunity. Everyone has 99% of chances of never making any profit. That's a great opportunity.
You, by not even trying, you're not giving yourself a shot. You will not be alone in this, okay? I have a team. They are my beauty hustlers. They are life to me. I help them. When I get new people on, I help launch your business. I help you go. I have leaders that have been with me this whole time, and I'm still with them, helping them run their businesses. We do it together. You're not alone. You have me to teach you everything I know, and I know a few things, okay? And to plug you into systems that are there. We have systems in place. The only thing that you have to do is show up. You have to show up. You got to talk to people. You do have to talk to people, okay? You have to share something, just like I share my loopy case, just like I would share my glasses that everybody asks me about, just like I would share my Post-its. Where'd you get those? Oh, this is where I got them. But you actually get to help people, okay? So I truly think that the biggest thing that holds people back is not all the excuses that they say. I can't afford it. I don't have time. I'm not a salesperson and blah, 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 blah. Those are excuses. Be honest with yourself and just know that you're just afraid to know if you can do it or not. But again, we have no requirements, so there's no risk. And you will never know unless you don't just try, okay? So if you think that I'm talking to you, I'm probably talking to you, okay? Stop being afraid. At some point, you got to jump and know that I'm here to catch you. This is what I do. This is what I do full time. I make a living helping other people make money from their phone, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. If you have any questions or you're questioning anything or you just wonder about anything, just send me a message. I'm an open book, okay? But don't ever regret the things that you didn't do, okay? Because this business is amazing. It has changed so many lives. It is literally sitting there ready to change your life, but it will not unless you just take the leap and just do something for yourself. Like, we're already almost into the 3rd month of this year. Like, it's time to do something for yourself and just freaking go for it. And I'm here to help you and do it with you, okay? So send me that message. Let's chat and let's get over the fear because I'm going to help you, okay? I'm going to help you and we're going to do it together. Okay, bye.
Girl, you need to start listening to people. If you have to talk to people for your job and stuff, you should probably take them seriously when they tell you they don't have money. They either really don't have money or they're just using it as an excuse because they don't want to join your pyramid scheme, in my opinion. Next one's our girl Sarah, and we finally have an interview from Sarah. I've been covering her in the past. She's our iGenius hun. She's still not giving up on iGenius, even though from my conclusion, she doesn't make any profit. And usually we've seen just some kind of like real type of post from her, motivational posts, whatever, but this time she's interviewing someone in her downline, and this is a roller coaster. There's a lot of lag happening and awkward silences and speaking over each other, so buckle up for that.
Hello, everyone. If you are watching this, you are watching the recording, but we're live now. And I wanted to come on here today and invite my friend and one of my business partners, Debbie. How are you doing?
Hey, good morning.
Debbie?
It's morning here in BC. It's 9 o'clock.
You look glowing and bright and amazing.
Well,
as
thank
always.
you. I just want to give you a heads up. I have an insert in my mouth because I had dental surgery. So hopefully you understand me clearly. I'll try to talk slow.
Yes. How are you feeling?
It's froze on me. There. It's been a week. Another week of just being on liquid foods, which kind of sucks because I'm just dying for real food again.
Well, here's to a fast recovery. So I
Thank
don't
you.
want to keep you long. So basically, I wanted to bring Debbie on and share her testimony using the Endotex artificial intelligence software. And so I am just going to ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
Okay. And so first off,
before they go further into this is specifically to advertise the AI that trades for you when you join iGenius. But if you remember from one of the older calls that we covered from an iGenius rep, we actually know that alongside with a very expensive membership for iGenius that you have to pay, if you want to use the AI, that membership doesn't include the AI. So if you want the AI to actually start trading for you, you have to invest another $1,000 for this AI. That's like a minimum that you have to put into the AI so that it starts trading for you. What they're advertising here is going to cost you minimum $1,200 and something to start. Just a heads up.
Just tell me a little bit about like yourself, your story. How did you find this platform? How did you get started?
Well, I was an elementary teacher in Ontario for 36 years. And I loved what I did and never, ever entertained doing anything else. I thought I'd teach till I was 100, right? But then life threw me a curveball, and I ended up with a neck injury. And after 10 months, my arm was still numb. And all of a sudden, I had this wake-up call, like, what if I can't go back to teaching? So I didn't have a backup plan. I didn't even have alternate sources of income. So I had to rethink my retirement, right? So I thought while I was convalescing, I might as well put my brain to work and learn something about the financial markets, because I knew that there was a lot of money to be made in the financial markets. My dad did really well, but I didn't know where to start. So being a teacher, it's an education platform. And that was what I found attractive. I could learn on my own time, my own speed. It's self-directed. It's simple.
So we can see that obviously this lady was in a vulnerable spot. She was going through something hard, and unfortunately she got dragged into, like, I wouldn't say anything if she went into trading or just trading or something. But the fact that she ended up in a pyramid scheme, in my opinion, is just sad. It's just sad.
Simplified, takes the complex out of the financial markets and made it simple. So if I can understand this, anybody can understand it.
So I know you told me it's been simple. So you use the artificial intelligence software. Can you tell us a little bit about like starting it, your thoughts before you started, what's happened, obviously, you know, with no income disclosures and your experience?
Okay, so once I got onto the platform, what I really liked about it was that it taught me. Like seriously, my first video was what is a stock. Now, crypto and Forex were totally a foreign language to me. I didn't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. So I started with stocks. What is a stock? So I went through all of that information. And you know the saying, knowledge is power? Well, that's not true. Knowledge is power only if applied. So you can learn as much as you want in financial markets, but if you don't know how to apply it, what good is it, right? So what I like about platform is that it has sort of like a second tier to it. Once you learn the information, then you get to leverage the experts. And how do you do that? You can leverage them by going live with them, listening to them, just like the kids during COVID went online with their teacher, right? You can ask them questions, share their strategies, their all of their information, so you can learn that way. Or you can just ask to be put on their trade alerts, where they would send you trade alerts. So my first trade alert, I kid you not, I was in Cancun, sitting by the pool, and I got a trade alert to buy Johnson & Johnson. I opened up my phone, found my trading platform, pushed the buy button for Johnson & Johnson, and the next day they told me to sell. And in 20 hours, I made a profit, not even knowing what the heck I was doing. That's called leveraging, right? The experts were watching the market because they do what they do best, right? So, but
I'm a little bit confused by this story because she kind of implied like, yeah, you need to have knowledge and you need to have knowledge that you can apply. But then she said, I started out without any knowledge and I just listened to what the experts told me and I got profit. Isn't that a little bit contradictory? I'm confused. Like, what is the message here?
I kind of evolved from there to do manual into the automation. So in 2020, when this was introduced, this partnership was introduced to our company, I watched it for a while, and at the time they were saying they make 200 to 300% profit a year, and I thought, my first reaction was, how can that even be? Like, that's unreal, that's unbelievable, right? But I watched them for a while and I did my research. And
you know what they say, if something sounds or looks too good to be true, it probably is.
And then I decided I want to take a risk, because when I had looked at my portfolio, and I used to pay somebody to look after my portfolio, I saw that I was getting from 5 to 8%. And I think in the US, the 401k is about the same thing. So in my head, going 5% or 200%. So if I didn't take a risk, then none of this would have happened. So I did take a risk. I cashed in $10,000 of my RSP, put it in different bots, and I had 8 bots going for me at the time over the course of a year. Now, I want to note that this was during a bull market. So lucky for me, I entered during a bull market. And within, like at the end of that year, August 20 to August 21, my profits were between 200 and 300%. So for me, the proof was in the pudding. That's what I see. And that's why now I'm so passionate about sharing this, because people need to know that you don't have to be a financial guru. You don't need thousands of dollars to invest. And it's not a big boys club anymore.
You literally do need thousands of dollars if you want to start to use iGenius's AI. You need to put in at least a minimum of $1,000 into the Endotech AI so that it starts trading for you. Plus the membership then on top of that. So you do need thousands of dollars to start using this feature that we're talking about here, at least. I don't know. Do you think she's brainwashed, or do you think she knows what she's doing here? I kind of feel like, I don't know. I'm undecided yet. I really don't know. Because like, obviously she's an older lady and I feel bad for her because she's in an MLM. But then on the other hand, just because she's an older lady, that doesn't mean that she can't be manipulative and calculated. So I'm not sure what I think.
You know that the women have the percentage of women that have entered the market since 2018 to 2021, and this is a Canadian company that did this survey, 42%. Like, it just goes to show you, women are learn to drive a car. You can learn to do this. That's how simple it is.
Exactly. I absolutely love that. So
I feel like Sarah can't hear half of what this lady's saying, so she's just kind of like nodding her head, like, yes, exactly, yes, yeah, exactly. That my thoughts exactly.
so you started with the stock market and placing some trades. You took a bit of time and you decided to take the leap of faith, already being a member of iGenius, and you decided to set up some strategies using the AI software. So after that, how long has it been? How long have you been using the software? And what's been your experience? But what would you say to somebody who is in the same, maybe they haven't started or they're kind of skeptical? Like, what would you say to somebody like that?
It's all about timing, right? And well, first of all, it's about educating yourself, okay? A lot of people are scared and skeptical simply because they do not understand. So the first step is to learn about it and understand about it. And once you understand, you know what, it brings me back to in 1988, I know some of you might not have been born then, but in 1988, the Royal Bank, okay, and I remember that year because my son was born that year. Anyways, I remember hearing the Royal Bank saying, you know what, we've got a little plastic card that you're going to be able to use, and when you go to a restaurant, your money's automatically going to go from your bank account to the restaurant's account. And I'm going, how the heck is that ever going to happen? You know, so you don't really need to understand the ins and outs of it. Just believe that it's going to work. It's like the law of gravitation. When an apple falls off a tree, it's going to go towards the ground. There's an automatic magnetic pull to the earth. Do you really understand the physics behind it? No, but you see it and you know it's real. So, you know, this is a fast moving train. It's
Right.
Right, right. That's yeah, totally. Also, like you see what? If you actually did research on MLMs and iGenius, if you did proper research, you would have seen that iGenius is problematic. Endotech is not on a good reputation, and then seeing them two collab is like a big giant red flag to anyone who did any kind of research. MLMs in general are a big red flag in my opinion. All the statistics data is out there that most of the people that join an MLM company, including iGenius, have 99% of chance of never making any profit in it. And iGenius is one of the most expensive MLMs out there. Also trading, people who started trading with Bitcoin when it was still 700 or 7,000 or whatever, if they could afford to buy it, they waited enough later and sold it, they earned some money. But you had to get in early. It's the same thing. You had to get in early and you had to buy it early. Who can buy it now? I mean, you can buy like a little piece of it, but it costs a shit ton of money. So like on one side, we're telling people you have to be educated in order to start doing this. You need knowledge and then you need to apply that knowledge. But then on the other hand, in the same sentence, we're saying, but you don't really have to know anything, right? You can just go for it because the evidence is here that people make money through it. It's like, what? It doesn't even make any sense.
Right. Okay. So I have another question for you. What's the difference between placing trades, whether it's in the stock market, maybe the crypto market or the foreign exchange market? What's the difference between that and AI trading for you?
Okay.
The artificial intelligence software.
Basically we have manual trading or we have automation trading. So for me, I'm 65. Okay. I don't want to be spending all my time doing cut and paste. I mean, not that it takes a whole lot of time anyways, but I don't even want to have to think about it. The AI, like if you think about AI, this is my kind of 10-year-old version of explaining AI automation. It's like 10,000 brains going through tons and tons of data, analyzing the market, looking for trends, and then just looking for the right time to execute a trade for you, and then end the trade for you. Am I doing anything? No, the robot basically is doing everything for me. The AI software is doing everything for me. Like, I'll give you an example what my last month was like. I was in Mexico for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I was in Atlanta for a week, and I was in Toronto for a week. Did I have any time, or did I want to sit there looking at the markets? No. But guess what? My bots are still making money for me. And that is in a bear market too, I might.
Right.
Where the money is made is in the trading, in the little ups and down movements, the movements that the robot can capitalize on, and that's where the profits are made.
Yeah. So it's not in, a lot of people assume, oh, or they seen on the news or the internet, oh, crypto or Bitcoin dropped, so you can't make money. But that's in fact actually not how the artificial intelligence software, the bot, works. It's you place a buy or sell. Can you hear me now? Am I still here?
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there, but I think I know where you're headed with this. So what I want to say is that the time is now. Like, this is a golden opportunity. There's tremendous growth and potential because the investments are like at a discount. Okay, and I'm not just talking about crypto, stocks too. Everything is at rock bottom. But there's a difference between price and value, right? The price of crypto has dropped, but the value is up because, you know what? There's big investors out there that are adopting in the accumulation of Bitcoin. Google, like Amazon, they understand how the markets work, right?
Yeah. Right. Okay. I absolutely love that. So, okay, I want to let you go, but I just have one question. Okay. So we've heard your testimony. Right now, how many bots do you have? That was my other question. How many 11 strategies do you have going right now?
Yeah, I have 11. And the other thing is too.
She has 11 bots. I thought you put money into one bot and then that one bot trades for you. I wonder, do you have to purchase for bots, or how does that work in iGenius? I'm not sure about that one. If you know something more about that, please let me know down below.
We have I don't even know, maybe 15, 17 bots that you can choose from, which is nice. And we have some low risk and we have some high risk. So you figure out where you want to go. Yeah. But guess what? The higher the risk, the higher the return, right? So I have a little bit of both. Yeah. But what else was I going to say about it? Oh, it's all about diversifying. You listen to Warren Buffett or any of the big financial gurus, and that's what they'll tell you. You need to diversify. So I want to leave everybody with kind of one thought. What do all of the millionaire successful investors have in common? They either leverage technology, leverage people, leverage money. And so here's your opportunity to leverage technology, right? And the other thing that all of the wealthy have in common, they're not afraid to take risks. So you need
the wealthy are not afraid to take the risk because they already have a shit ton of money and they're already wealthy. You can't compare a wealthy person to an average person or below average income person. How can you compare those two? I guess maybe she's trying to say the wealthy are wealthy because they weren't afraid to take risks to get them to being wealthy. I'd say not. You probably shouldn't invest the little money that you have into iGenius or whatever, but that's just my opinion.
Willing to take a risk if you want to be able to move forward and make a change and create wealth.
I love that. Okay. And closing out, what would you say to someone that doesn't like crypto but wants their money to grow for them?
So the crypto market, guys, there's no other returns out there that are going to beat the cryptocurrency market. I mean, seriously, 200 to 300%, and past results never guarantee future gains. I want to put that disclaimer on because you know, it depends on the timing. Like I said, my bull market year, I was lucky. But if you understand the markets, you know that the bull market year comes around every 4 years. Okay. So set yourself up for being in the right position at the right time. And this is the right opportunity, because you know what? You're never going to make money sitting on the fence, right? This service has a 5-year track record, full transparency. So if there's you, like, get over your fear, get educated, get your money working for you. Because you know what? Fortune favors the bold.
The bold. That's right. And also what I love about Endotech is if you start a strategy, or when you start a strategy, you're not actually giving them your money. You have your money. They just have a simple software that connects to your wallet, your money in your own account. And it doesn't actually keep the money in Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever coin it is that strategy you may be into. It keeps it in a US dollar, and it just converts it when it finds an opportunity to either buy or sell, make profits, and then it comes back, converts it into the USDT. So that's another thing I love it. You're not holding on to crypto hoping the value doesn't drop, or you're gonna have losses there. So
what, I love that you mentioned that, because I was remiss to say that, but that's one of my biggest accolades, I guess, for Endotech, is that they are not taking your money. I've had so many customers now that have told me, oh, I sent this guy $5,000 or $500, and then they up the ante. Like, there's so many scams out there that you don't want to be giving people your money. Like, if people ask for money, turn around and run the other way. So that's what I like about this platform. You are in total control of your money at all times. So whatever trading platform you set up, whether it be Binance, Gemini, or whatever, that's almost like your bank account, right? So you can take money, you can move money around. Endotech cannot touch that money. You're not giving it to them. All you're doing is creating API keys, which...
Don't banks take our money and like invest it and do all kinds of shit with our money? Yes, Endotech very much takes your money, because it takes the $1,000 minimum that you put in to invest it into something. So it can lose it. It doesn't mean that you're always going to be winning with it. Or like, what are we talking about?
Enables their technology to connect with the trading technology on your Binance account.
Oh yeah, she said about the scams. That was very ironic, that someone who's in an MLM, one of the most expensive MLMs out there probably, is talking about scammers and scamming and how you should run away. That was lovely. I love that one.
So that to me is golden, that nobody's taking your money. So you can rest assured that running away with your money, they don't have access to it, right? Yeah.
No. Well, thank you so much, Debbie. I absolutely appreciate you. You are a huge you running all at one time, generating. Can you hear me now? Okay, sorry. I was just saying I appreciate you so much for coming on here, sharing your testimony and what it's done for you in at the part of the life that you're in, right? In this time in retirement and the benefits of it. And my goal is to have as many bots running like you. And just to say this, Debbie has the most strategies running for her in our whole team collectively. So
well,
she's
because
a huge
I believe
inspiration,
in it, right? I tried it. I saw the results. For me, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and that's it. It's a no-brainer. So thank you. I appreciate you. I'm going to respect your time, and I just want to thank everybody else who came on here. I hope that you heal better. And by the way, that had a surgery a week ago.
Well, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure talking to you. And as you know, this is my favorite service, hands down. If anybody wants to talk to me about it, feel free to send it my way. And it's always a pleasure talking to you too. Take care. All right. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Have a good afternoon
Bye-bye.
or morning. Okay, bye. Bye.
Well, geez, now I can see why Sarah never does these kind of interviews. It's because her internet is shit. So apparently, based on what they just said, I guess maybe Sarah is in the downline of this woman, or is this woman just in her downline? In Sarah's downline, but she's more successful with her bots and stuff. Anywho, Sarah has been in iGenius for a good few years now, and based on this, I think it's safe to assume she's not very successful in it. But she still hopes she will be, which Debbie saying like, oh, 200%, 300% profit. Also, it doesn't have to mean that she earned loads and loads of cash. It can be anything. So yeah, I mean, all the data and stuff is out there. Yes, please do your research on the MLM business model. And if you want to go into trading or investing, yeah, like if you can, go for it, absolutely. But do not do it through iGenius. You can do that independently. You can do something else, follow other experts out there, but also be careful with who calls themselves an expert and stuff. Like it is a shady market, I feel like. But going through an MLM, going through the iGenius is definitely not the way to go, in my opinion. But what the hell do I know, right? If you know what the story is with those bots and stuff in iGenius, like I wonder if they have to purchase bots. Like how does that work? If you know more about that, let me know down below. But I'm gonna wrap that one up here, and don't forget to click the like and subscribe button if you would like to support my channel in a nice free way. And as always, big shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys for being here, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.